Hey everyone, welcome to the trade floor. Today we'll dive right into the technical analysis and build a logical trade plan for next week. If you're new here, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. I hope you had a wonderful week. And now, without further ado, let's dive right into the charts. Good morning trader and welcome to the trade floor. So let's dive right into the SPY. The SPY in this moment is creating kind of a consolidation phase. Right between 585 and 577. I do think we're not gonna have a major pullback at the moment, just some pullback into the 9-day moving average, or even touch the 20-day moving average, and all these major support at 574. From there, I think we're gonna see more like a bounce and always, like I said, reach the 593 level probably by end of October. We did see a little of weakness on Tuesday with this engulfing candle, although we were able to hold the support at 577, like I said. If we look at the chart, a more granular chart on the hourly time frame, we are able to see that the buyer couldn't hold above the 584 level, and we closed below 582.5. Now we might be able to retake it and hold above 582.5. If we do that, then we're probably gonna see more like hold, trying to break above. If we break above, we can go for the 593 level. If we don't, we do have a major support here at 577, and also here between 575 and 574. So where also we have this trend line. Just to a reminder that we could see also something like this. Probably if we have more weakness, we're gonna see touching again this target 578, 574. Although as long as we hold above 582.5, we should go higher. So for our intraday traders, these are the levels that I have. So what's the level? As you can see, for example, here we rejected 584 and we pulled back down to the 580, and then the 577 retook that level, rejected a little bit at the closure 582, open with a major gap up with also the earning with TSM, and basically fade the entire day and sold off. Now today we're opening in range between 584 582. So that's why I say as long as we are in this range, we could see to reach the upside target. Now I think that probably if we reject again this level, we might see more of a downside again, and probably even touch the 5 horrible downtrend, guys. But yeah, we might be able to reach this target, although this should be a great opportunity to open some long, so here and here. If today we are able to take 584, hold above it, that will be a great option to buy some long too and see more upside target in the coming weeks. For the Qs, the Qs is lagging a little bit behind the SPY, since it hasn't reached yet the all-time high. As you can see though, we were able to hold perfectly this support. We already touched the 20-day moving average on the Qs and bounced from there. So we have major resistance at 593, this level 593, and major support at 493 and major support at 486. We could see, like I said, a little bit more weakness in the coming days and hold again above the 486 before going higher and touching the all-time high at 503. If we lose the 586, then yeah, probably we're gonna see more weakness in the semis and the tech sector, and reach probably the 50-day moving average, which is probably going to touch the 477 level, which is gonna also hold as a major support and do a little of kind of this chart. So major level to hold as a support, like I said, 486 and 471 if we lose 486. If we don't lose it and we are able to retake 493, then we should go higher into 503, and after that I have as a target 521. So I'm inclined to be more on the upside at the moment. Even though we're having some weakness, I don't see any reason to say this is just going straight down. So at the moment, we also kind of creating probably a bullish flag. So even though we are going to do something like this, as long as we break out of the downtrend, hold above 493, we're going higher next. Also, if we look at a more granular time frame, as I have some notes here, this is a major resistance which yesterday couldn't hold as a support, and we broke down and basically touch again the 491 level. If we lose, for example, today the 491, I do think we're gonna touch the 486, 487, and if we lose that, then next is probably gonna be 485, which, as you can see here, was also a major resistance support level. So for the Qs is lagging a little bit behind the SPY, although, and that's why we're seeing some weakness on the tech and the semi sectors. But as long as we stay in these consolidation channel and we are able to break and hold above 493, we should see higher in the coming weeks. So, and then when I said probably we need to break this downtrend, since even if today we touch reject again, then probably yes, we're going to see more downside, but we could see probably something like this, where we then retake those levels, break the downtrend, and go higher. If I show you guys also the SMH, the SMH is showing some weakness at the moment. Let's go first on the daily, probably it's easier to understand. We weren't able to basically fill the gap. We sold off. Now we're below these major resistance support at 255, which now is a resistance. We rejected again yesterday. That's what we might see next. As long as 246 hold, we can go higher. If we lose 246, we're going to 237 next. Although since we are probably having some consolidation in this phase, and as long as we stay above 246, we can go higher and fill the gap. In case we close or reject 246, then next we open some short here to go, and we go to 237, which is the next major support for the SMH and the semis. As you can see also on the daily, Clearly those levels held as a support, and then we had some resistance here, 255, strong resistance yesterday. So that's why as level, I will say we have this one and this one. So watch for this level, guys. Trade the level. When we are gonna touch again 246, look for a possible hammer or double bottom, and you could open some long to be able to probably retouch the 255. If we don't see that and we see a breakdown of the 246, we should see some support and resistance, support and a bounce from the 237 level. So we're seeing some weakness on the semis, although I don't think it's a major pullback. It's just a minor pullback after the major uptrend that we had in the couple of weeks prior to this week. So it's just a normal and minor pullback, and probably even healthy for the sector. If we look at the tech sector, at the index ETF, we can see it's very similar to the Qs. We already filled the gap that we had here, so we can actually remove it. And yes, to go higher, we need to hold above 231. So for the XLK, a hold above 231 and we can go higher. If we don't hold above 231 and we lose also 228, probably next target is going to be 220, 224, 220. So major support, also strong support, 228. As you can see here, probably this one is even more important since we have basically resistance, support, resistance. Here we had the gap down, resistance, resistance, support, 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 support. As long as we hold this one, we can go higher. Also with the tech, and as I said, this is also very similar to the Qs. So as long as we hold these levels, we should go higher in the coming weeks. Now we can dive a little bit into some chart. For NVIDIA, actually, I posted on my Twitter account on October 7, the target. I had this target right here. I had 131, 136, 140, 141, and 146. Now, we were able to take out 131, 136, and 140, 141. So what happened next? Now, as you can see, guys, the MACD is curling down, but not exactly, is not in negative territory. So as you can see here, we could have a bounce again. The RSI still looks healthy. We had a minor pullback from the overbought territory at 70. So it doesn't look that a sell-off is going to occur. As long as we hold above 136, even a minor pullback to 131, they should send us higher into next target 146, and after that 154. So yeah, I do think even though we're gonna probably see some consolidation phases here, as long as we take out the 140, 141 and hold above it, we should see 146 and 154 next. So remember, guys, upside target now, 146, 154, and if we bounce if we lose the 136, we could bounce from the 131 level as a support. So these right here is a strong support right now, and this one also is looking strong right now since we had some resistance and like here also, and now it's acting as a support. So we'll see in these coming weeks what it's gonna do between this range, but I do think by the end of October, we should be higher into the 146, 154 level. So watch for this level, guys, and to the downside, look for this support and this support right here. Now, Apple, I do have an alert here for the 236. Why did I put it right there? The reason being is that right now we rejected this level, and also we rejected 232. So we could see more weakness in the coming days, but the MACD and the RSI look very healthy on the daily. So I think probably we can, as long as we hold above the 232 level, which is a major level for resistance, here as a support, here as a support. So if we can hold above it and turn it into support, then as a next target, what do I have? Is 236, but the next one should be 243. So I do think also by end of October, beginning of November, we should see a touch of this target, and this as long as we hold above 232, 233. If we lose that, now as you can see, we were inside this range before, and also here. So if we lose that, we can always bounce from the 229. So this also is still healthy, creating higher low on the daily. Although if we lose the 229, then I think we're going to see some more weakness into the and reach the 224 level. So watch for the level, guys. A rejection of 233, next is 229. Rejection of 229, I mean, if we lose it, then 224. If we bounce from this level, we should see higher target like 236 and 243 for Apple. Amazon also is looking very, very good. We do have a downtrend here. So as long as we can hold above 184, 186, we can break it and hold above 188, then we're going higher. If we see more rejection at 188, which is a major level, we probably gonna see a touch of 184. If we lose 184, we're going to the 180 target. So watch for these levels. Also, since if we break through even from 180 and we're able to break through, I'm gonna set an alert here for 188. Since the moment that we do that and we break that and hold as a support, we should see next 191, 994, 194, consolidate a bit. And when we take out 194, we're going to the 200 target. So I'm very bullish on Amazon at the moment. Probably needs more of a couple of days more before breaking out. We could even see at the beginning of next week a sell-off into the 184 before breaking out. But when we break out of this downtrend, we're probably gonna see a higher move into the 194, $200 target. Tesla, we had this target and we basically reached all of them, even create a major gap down, and I had those since October 7, October 13. Now, what is going on with Tesla? Let's go with a more granular chart. As you can see, guys, we're kind of inside of a range here. So I don't advise to take any position at the moment. Take a position when we can hold above the 221, 223 level. And then we're probably gonna go higher. We do also have the 50-day moving average coming down. So we probably it's gonna take a couple of more days or next week. If we look, the MACD is curling up. The RSI also from oversold is curling up. So I do think we're gonna see more upside on Tesla. First target 226, 235, and then 250. So every time that we break through and hold above one of these targets, then we're going to the next one higher. If from here we reject 226, get inside again this range, then probably we're gonna see something like this and go for my last target at $205, $200. I have this target. I can remove these at the moment. I'm gonna leave those. This one I do have it in case we reject the 50 and we basically enter again inside of this range. So just watch for the level and watch for a rejection of 226. But I do think in the coming days we are not gonna go to the downside. We are going more for an upside direction. Also looking at the MACD and RSI. I do have an alert at 223. The moment we take that out and hold above it, that will probably be the perfect situation to enter some long for upside target. As I said, 226, 235, taking this out will lead us to probably 250 next, with some probably it's not going to be a straight line from 235 to 250. We do have also this level in the middle, but we know like Tesla in the past was able to move quickly, so that's why I said, like, even though we did have a range here, then look how quick was that move. So that's why I said as long as we take out 235, then that move could be quick again and reach 251. So next we should look at probably we can look at some semis, like for example, let's look first at coin. Coin, basically what do I have is kind of range here, which I posted on Twitter, and we're gonna see some consolidation here first before taking out the next target, which is 211. Once we hold above it, as we move down quickly, we could probably create a quick move up into the 240 level. So watch for these two upside target. So for now, I'm kind of more bullish on coin, although I'm not gonna open a position as long as we are below the 211. When we break through and hold above it, then yes, I'm gonna open some long for the 240 target. Now, also Disney is looking very good. As you can see with Disney, we had a major resistance and support here at 95. We were able to break through that, and we are trying to hold above it. The RSI is curling up, the MACD is curling up and turning into a positive territory. So that's why I do think we could probably touch again, retest it, and go higher into the 99 target. And if we break through that, then next I do have the 103 target. So next target could be 103 and $99, as long as we hold above $95 level. Now, Square also is looking very, very good. look at this chart, it created kind of an inverse head and shoulder. So right here, I did have this level as a resistance. The RSI is already in overbought territory. This doesn't mean it's not gonna break through. We're probably gonna see a retest or more consolidation, as we saw right here. So something like this, before breaking that resistance, turning into a support and going into the $80 level next. So upside target 80, 85 for square, as long as we hold above the $70 level, and we need to take out the $73 level, 74 almost, before the next leg up for square. Now we could watch next probably SMH, SMCI. Now we did have some resistance here and support. I put an alert here on the $53 level. Now it should be able to hold just above the $50 level to be able to do this next move up. So if we can basically take that out, I just want to wait for this level to open some long, since even today, if you guys can see here on a more granular level, we were able to open above these support and resistance, but we sold off. So that's why I'm gonna wait a little bit more, like for example the $53 target before opening some long. So I'll probably open some long here. It's not probably the best spot, but yeah, it's still a good trade, to be honest, to have. This is your upside potential profit, and this is your downside, and you're probably gonna step the losses here below these trend at this price line of 49.80, 49 basically. So as long as we hold above $50 level, we should go higher. Then probably consolidate a bit like we did here before our next move higher into the $77 level. Then probably we could watch ARM. It pulled back from the 162 level that I had. So now he held the 150, which is a major support and resistance. So in this case, it was able to hold as a support, and now since it's not in overbought territory yet and it's still in positive territory with MACD, we should probably take out the 162 next and then goes into the 173. So upside target for ARM is 162, 173. If we, for example, if we reject again 162, we could go down again into 150 and create kind of a downtrend, a trend line that once we break it, then we're gonna reach those targets. So for now, I'll wait to open some long. The best place to open some long is either a retest of the 150 or once we break out from the 162 level. So at this moment, I'm not gonna open any long since we could still see a rejection of the 162 level. Now, I had yesterday this alert, which it triggered during the day, and since I was waiting for opening some long, I opened some long, and we did have a good outcome from that. since, as you can see, guys, here on a more granular level, it was perfect as also a situation to open some long, and close it around this area. I was hoping to break above the 293 level, although we couldn't. Now, what's coming next for CRM? Now, CRM, it was inside, basically. It had already a major move up. Basically, the RSI is on the overbought territory almost, and this is starting to curve down into negative territory. So I'll be careful here, and I probably wouldn't trade it in this range and wait for either a breakout and go for our next target. So from 293 to 309, and if we break below that, we do have a major support line right here, guys. So as long as we hold 276, we're going higher, to me, in my opinion. I'm just not gonna trade it inside of this range. I'm gonna wait either for a pullback and long from here, or long from here above the 293 level. And then probably last we could see Meta, which was missing from at the beginning of the video. I thought I did all the major companies, but I didn't. Now, Meta is already into negative territory, curling down with the RSI. We did have a major resistance here, which turned into support, and we lost it and got rejected just already for 2 days. We lost also the 20-day moving average. So that's why either we are able to retake 582 and then we can go higher. So if we retake it, then I think we can go into the 602, and after that the 621. Upside target if we take out 5 and hold above 582. If from here we reject, we do have some support at 562 for a possible reversal. If we lose that, then probably we're gonna touch the 542 level. So probably wait for a clear of the 582, a possible long from 562 if we see like an hammer or a double bottom on the hourly chart. Otherwise, wait to reach this target. We also have the 50-day moving average here. So even if we do something like this, we could still see an up move. So I'm not saying sell off completely Meta. Last time I waited, I did have a long here. I opened the long, and to be honest, I sold a little bit too early. I sold here thinking that we couldn't go higher. I lost this chunk of the trade, although I was still happy with the result of my position. Now, all I'm saying is be patient and wait for these 3 level before entering any position. Also because we did have some channel here, so probably it's not gonna do a straight move down. It's just gonna probably do something like little by little, reaching here, and then either we lose it and do just a major red channel before pulling back up, or from here we can just bounce. Still upside target 602, 621. Now, I think that will be all from me, guys. If you have any stock in particular that you want to see, just write those into the comments down below, and I'll make sure to look at those charts into our weekend video on Sunday. And yeah, so I hope you guys are having a great week. That will be all from me, and I'll see you into the next video.